So, what if you could build a better, fairer economy completely from scratch? And what if the very first building block was a simple nutrition bar? It sounds a little out there, I know, but that's the core idea behind something called the BarNess Miracle Bar Challenge.
But first, let's start with a feeling. You know the one I'm talking about? That little knot in your stomach about finances, or that feeling of being totally disconnected from where your food comes from, or just not trusting the big systems we all rely on. This isn't just some vague idea, it's the very problem we're gonna unpack today.
The people who started this whole project, they actually have a name for that feeling. They call it the pain. And, that's a pretty fitting word for that mix of anxiety and feeling adrift. But here's the thing, they didn't just name the problem. They came up with a very real, very tangible solution to try and fix it.
So, you're probably thinking, how on earth do you tackle a problem that huge? Well, the answer here is surprisingly simple. In fact, it's something you can hold in your hand, make yourself, and even eat. And this is it, the Miracle Bar. This little bar is the physical heart of this entire experiment. But it is so much more than just a snack. Think of it as a tool, one that's designed from the ground up to be transparent and to build a community right from the very first bite. And that transparency, it starts with what's inside. There's no complicated formula, no weird additives you can't pronounce. It's just four simple, wholesome things. Oats, date syrup, peanut butter, and tahini. That's it. And that simplicity is totally on purpose. It's meant to be the foundation of a system built on trust.
Okay, so they make these bars, but where do they go? Well, this isn't your typical for-profit company. Right from day one, everything they make is split 50-50. Half of all the bars go straight to charity to help feed people in the community. The other half goes toward building a sustainable business. It's a dual mission that's literally baked right into the recipe. So we've got the product and we've got its mission. But how do people actually get involved? This is where the whole thing gets really, really interesting. Instead of just asking you to buy a bar, they're inviting you to play a game. Yep, it's called the Miracle Bar Challenge. It's an interactive game, but the goal isn't just about getting a high score. The real prize is learning the actual real-world skills you need to make something and sell it. The whole idea is to empower people by making learning fun. The game literally walks you through a whole business cycle. Step 1, you learn how to source the ingredients, then you craft the bar, and as you get better, you start developing your skills to create more demand and even expand the market. It's kind of like a mini business school, just framed as a challenge you can actually play. Now, playing a game is one thing, but the goal here is way bigger. It's all about connecting that game experience to a real, growing community where the skills you're learning actually matter. And this is the crucial part, the bridge from the virtual to the real. The game isn't just a simulation. It's designed to be an on-ramp, a way to get involved in a real-world ecosystem where the things you learn can be put to use right away. So what does this ecosystem actually look like? Well, it's broken down into a few key roles. You could be a community member helping to make and sell the bars. Or, hey, maybe you're a supplier who can provide the ingredients. You could even be a vendor helping get the bars out there. The system is set up so that there's a place for everyone to chip in. And now we get to the end game, the ultimate vision. Because all of this, the bar, the game, the community, it's all building toward a really radical idea, a whole new kind of economy. So what is an alternative economy? Well, at its heart, it's a system built on shared values. But here's the revolutionary part. Unlike so much of our current system, which feels like it's based on abstract numbers, this economy is backed by real, tangible assets. We're talking about the actual land that grows the oats, the resources that make the peanut butter. The value is tied directly to real-world stuff, not just numbers on a screen. So you end up with two completely different models side by side. On one hand, you have the pain points of the system we know, that feeling of disconnection, value that feels abstract and kind of fragile. And on the other side, you've got the BarNess model. It's community-driven, it's transparent, and it's creating value you can literally hold in your hand, all backed by real assets. It's designed as the direct answer to that pain we started with. Which really leaves us with one powerful question at the end of all this. Can a community, a game, and a simple little nutrition bar actually be the seeds of a better, fairer economy? The people behind the BarNess Challenge are betting that they can. And that's a pretty big idea worth chewing on.